it's Teatime here and welcome back to another speed build. This is the second part of the Glasshouse build that I did last week. I put this up a little bit earlier than I was originally going to because I've decided that the video on Sunday with Q&A is going to be something different that I haven't done. Get excited about that. If you guys have not posted up any questions on Twitter or Instagram or whatever, please do post some questions here. Comment on this video and I will hopefully be able to answer everything. I haven't got too many questions yet, so I'd really love some more to fill up the time. But we hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. That's sort of what we're celebrating. So exciting. Thank you so much for supporting me. It's so much. I love it. Anyway. I might actually talk about the build, huh? Oh man, but I'm just so excited that you guys are supporting me like that. I put a little challenge up on Twitter and I just wanted to hit 100 and it was a bit of a stretch. But people are amazing and supportive and that's the thing I really love about this community. Absolutely. So oh goodness. Anyway, this is a black and white interior. Super clean and the sort of place that you feel really nice and clean and safe inside, and then you go outside and the view is and it's just relaxing outside, but also still just a little sterile, so clean. And that's sort of what I wanted to go for. People with money who are like, I've got money, I don't need a mansion to show you I got money. That was kind of the idea, but I have to admit this is probably one of my favorite interiors that I've done in a really long time. I don't know why. It was hard to get some of the pieces right, but in the end I absolutely loved it. So this little kitchen is clean, black and white, obviously. It was a bit hard because the layout of the house was very strange and I wasn't quite sure where to put the front door. I mean, I'd always planned to put the front door here, but it did make it a bit difficult to place anything else because a chunk of the house is just a big hallway, as you will see. So I decided to do the kitchen right here in the entryway. So you can see I've got a couple of little entryway things. I do put down my signature pile of letters. Why not? You always have letters dumped somewhere, surely. Or not letters, but paper, bills, bags, whatever. You can't tell me you're not dumpers. I'm a dumper. My husband's a dumper too. We're just dumpers. We just drop stuff. It's so bad. Anyway, so that's realistic for me, at least a little bit, just a touch. Anyway, the curtains were causing me trouble because it is a higher wall. It's the medium height wall. And there are just not a lot of curtains that I like for a modern build. There's some really nice ones that are a little bit fancy and a couple of nice blinds, but I find the ones from City Living, these ones here that I do end up using in the end, are just clean. Now I wish we had more voluminous, I can't say that word. Bigger curtains that sort of took up a bit more space. I mean, we've got the ones from Get Famous and the other base game ones that are just one big curtain, which I am about to attempt to use. You can sort of see those ones there. They're good, but they take up too much space sometimes, so it's really hard to find a mix between those two things. But I do sort of stick with these ones from City Living, which I really love, but I do change them back to white. Yes, I'm doing that now. I just think it looked nice in the end, having that black chrome bar above and then the white curtains below, so I didn't darken the whole room too much. Here I am trying to do something very bizarre, just layering up these curtains all sized down to try and make it look like there's some smaller curtains that have just been pulled across. I think it worked in the end, but that might annoy you if you do download the house. You can get rid of that. Just put a blind on or something. It's probably a lot easier. But yes, that's sort of what I went for there. Again, this is all... It's a nice layout and at the same time it's a little bit cramped, but I didn't want to go any smaller again, even though that was sort of originally what I wanted to do, because for a black and white feel I really want to do something that feels spacious, and you get to a certain size with the Sims house and it stops feeling spacious no matter what you do, or it feels empty in the wrong way. And yeah. So I've given it just enough space that you can see the empty spaces and appreciate them rather than feeling awkward. Anyway, that's sort of what my brain was doing. I do like it though. I just put a little mirror up here in a second, I think. Just a black one to tie in with everything. There you go. Oh, she's trying to choose. Yeah, just a simple one in the end. I really love it. I love this kitchen. Yeah. I'd use the paintings, quite a few of those paintings actually from Get Famous, just the black and white ones that come in a few different swatches. They really suited the house well. There's other ones I use as well. I can't remember what they're from though. They're pretty popular. Anyway, just doing a little office nook here. So in terms of the layout of the house, there is a bathroom above this. So I don't know, I just didn't want to put the bathroom downstairs. I felt like it was a really nice place for an office nook here. So I do just size up some of these basic shelves. Oh, how good would it be to get those shelves in white? Oh, we got a teaser at one point, but we haven't seen them yet. So we're waiting. But I do just layer some of those boxes from Get to Work on the shelves. Just looks like a bit of office storage, very neat and tidy, although the boxes are a little askew, so it makes it look like it is used. Nice little trick there. I find it so hard to put pot plants on these shelves as well. They just keep snapping, and sometimes I don't want things to snap, but that's how the game works, and I'm gonna have to work with it. Yeah, anyway, just working on some more decorating here. We do put, I think, a chest table down underneath the stairs in a second, but just finishing up the office first. Really love those mirrors. I think they're also from City Living. No, they're from Vintage Glamour Stuff, aren't they? Oh gosh, I can't remember, and it's not there anymore. I'm pretty sure it's from Vintage Glamour Stuff, those mirrors. Gosh, I can't talk today. I'm recording this at night. My daughter's falling asleep in the next room, so I'm not yelling. As I don't want to wake her up. That would be bad. I did actually try to record this once with her as a kind of a haha funny, knowing that it was probably going to fail, and yeah, it failed. I mean, it was very cute at first. She was trying to check the mic for me. She was going 1 2 1 2, but eventually she got bored and she got off the chair and she started running around. And then I've got teapots behind me and she was trying to play with those, and they're breakable, and it was just like, nope, okay, we're done. We're done. Yes, it was a fun experiment. I thought I'd try because I was doing the stay-at-home mum thing earlier today because it's not a daycare day. But yeah, anyway, I do love these tables as coffee tables. I find the coffee tables so big, and I love some of the newer square sort of and round ones that we've been given, but they're just huge, and they're not just huge, they're tall. Oh, I hate it. Anyway, I use a lot of those little outside tables, really low ones, to do coffee tables sometimes in those sort of spaces because I just think it works a lot better. And it just looks clean, you know, that little glass table. Anyway, I do the laundry in this little nook, and I think it works really well. I'm pretty sure this will function for you. The lighting is a little bit weird, I think, just because it's, just because it's a roof piece. I mean, if you wanted to put some plants in there, even plants in this area here, it'd be a nice little greenhouse sort of area for you, which, you know, bit of fun, but as it is, it's a nice little sitting area. I put a little pitcher for your lemonade in here. I don't know why lemonade required me to sing, but it has a nice view of some of the houses up the hill if you're just having a little bit of time to yourself. Don't know why you'd have time to yourself out the front. That's why I say it might be better as a greenhouse, but people I was sort of building this for in my head were not really gardeners, so yeah, I didn't do that myself. But you might want to if you do download it. If you do download it, do hashtag me on the gallery. If you do some renovations, credit me if you pop it up anywhere like YouTube, Twitter, whatever. Otherwise, I don't care. I love people just grabbing my stuff and doing things with it, even though I don't think anybody has yet. I gotta go check my hashtag, to see. But as of yet, no one has. You don't have to. There's no stress to actually do it, but I would love to see it sometime, see what people are doing with my things, if they're doing anything. But yes, just working on this little landing up the top now. Bookcase, I love that modern bookcase. I find it very hard to use though, a lot of the time. Yeah, just the shape is interesting. Sometimes I try and make a really weird TV cabinet out of it. You've probably seen me try and do that at least once. But yes, it doesn't really work, but it really worked well there, so I was very happy with that. So these bathrooms are very clean, mostly white, a few black fittings and features, and then I think the other bathroom's pretty much exactly the same except a slightly different layout and maybe a different rug on the ground. That's pretty much it, but I love it. It's really clean. It's the sort of bathroom I'd be happy to have. In fact, we've sort of got a bathroom very similar. Very clean, very simple, because who could be bothered with anything else in most houses, honestly? In terms of realism anyway. I mean, I think that's what The Sims is for, partially. It's to be a little unrealistic sometimes and be like, if I could go crazy with a house that I actually owned and I had money, you know, all the things that don't exist most of the time, what could I do with this place? What would I do if I just went crazy? But, you know, like in real life, either we don't have those places or we don't have the money or we're just not willing to risk it, thinking maybe we'll just get bored later on with it and it just cost money and, you know, all the normal stresses in life. But that's what Sims is for. It's to give you an opportunity to just do things you wouldn't do, like kill Sims. Not that that crosses my mind ever, killing. I'm gonna stop now. I had to change those light fittings just then. I had them as gold to match some of the doorknobs at one point, but I changed them back to the black just because that was more the feel I was going for. And I do love that wardrobe. I wish some of those wardrobes came in some different variations of size, because I did have to I did have to move that wall to actually make it fit, which was a little annoying. I was trying to skew a rug here at one point, but that was not the feel of the house. Everything is very straight, you might notice. Everything is very straight except for a couple of chairs and things. So I did straighten that rug and I think the room looks better for it, so I'm quite happy with that. Here I am just using the smaller City Living curtains. I'm glad some of the City Living curtains came in different sizes because I really like matching the whole house. And sometimes you just can't because the curtains do not go anywhere. Oh, no, they just fit on like one window and you're like, I wish this went everywhere, but it just doesn't. And you can't win and it's a sad day. And then you go and cry and have some tea. Tea fixes everything. It doesn't. That's a lie. But, you know, it almost does. Anyway, I get a similar feel here. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. It's late at night, I'm tired. Anyway, I get a similar feel here for the curtains with the shears. So just using those to make a different sort of feel in this room, but very similar nonetheless. I was attempting to try and fit this back in. It wasn't working. You know why? It's because I was trying to size down a curtain that was a bit taller and it doesn't, you can't lower it. I want to lower items so bad. Oh my goodness, I want to lower items so bad, especially mirrors. But I can't, so, you know, that's life right now. Anyway, I love that bed, just the simplicity of a clean white bed with white sheets. Oh my goodness, can more beds in The Sims just have plain white sheets? And I don't mean all of the covers, I just mean the sheets. Just white, or just black, or like too often, like the bed is like, the wood is like a pinky color and then the sheets are a pinky color and then it's got this pink pattern on the top and it's got like all these pinky weird, like it's like, okay, I understand you wanted to make the bed pink, but can we make it normal wood that's usable with white sheets and then you can use the pink in the rest, right? Please, that would be nice. As it is, the beds are quite often unusable in realism anyways, which is annoying. Makes rooms very complicated. It means the bed has to be the feature. And it's a bit annoying. But that's kind of why I liked this black and white thing, because in a sense there almost was no feature anywhere. Just the whole house itself feels like a feature. And I really like that. I think that's maybe why I like this. Is because I didn't feel like I was having to work around one particular piece of furniture each time. It was just putting black and white in and letting it sort of help itself along, which was really nice. I suggest you try and do it sometime. It's weirdly therapeutic. Just letting it build itself. Yeah. I did love that though, and I like the little curtains in that room. I don't know if that's a boys or a girls room. It's very gender neutral in my opinion. Possibly a girl. I always give something a little bit of a feminine touch, I think, just because I'm a girl and I can't help it, and maybe I just don't know how to not But I think it's absolutely usable for either. Definitely a teenager in my head, one that's a little bit into music. And yeah, I see this house having like a single kid and 2 parents that probably maybe ignore them a bit. That's a bit sad. I quite often imagine how the families in these places sort of live and function, and yeah, just a bit of added fun to give the house some character while I'm trying to finish it. Anyway, I do put some of these plants up here. I try to stick to this black and white. It's a bit hard because I have a lot of deserty plants down in the garden beds, but I'm trying to do something more luscious and with a bit of coverage up here, and I just had a bit of trouble trying to figure out what that looked like, but in the end I go with that. Very simple. I figured I needed to keep it quite simple to do what I wanted to do, and yeah, anyway, in here I nearly pretty much decorated this table exactly the same as inside, but in the end I do use these outdoor chairs instead. So I really like that area, and we do decorate it a little bit more in a second, but as for now we are doing the barbecue area. Gotta have a barbecue area, especially if you're Aussie, just saying. Gotta have the barbecue. But I was trying to figure out which one I wanted to use. In the end I just do use that nice big one, put a little bit of backing behind it, some implements and a plant to the side, I believe. Just nice and simple. And I find that would be really nice to stand there and look out at the view, maybe grab a beer, whatever. I don't drink beer, but I feel like that's a saying people say. You grab a beer and work on the barbie. Ooh, Aussie weird things. Anyway, I think that plant is... I think I used one of the weird corner plants. I didn't even notice. Oh well, it works. Who cares? Yes, a little statue out there, just doing the lighting in the pool. I think we're nearly done, actually. Yeah. Anyway, that's it, guys. Screenshots in a second. Do tell me if you like what you're seeing. Download all those wonderful things. Also, leave some questions for my Q&A. But otherwise, that's it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!